I think at one level, we are as an organization working in the global south and India and the Asia Pacific region, we are a little worried about the way COVID-19 has impacted the region for sure. I think a lot of the progress that has been made in the past few years, we have regressed in certain things. Just recently, the global hunger index came out, and just a country like India has dropped so much. So I think we are a little worried in terms of both the human development, the social development, as well as the economic development indices. But I also feel that there is a lot of optimism and hope, because I think people's power is strong in this region, and this region has been known to bounce back from all sorts of natural disasters and economic depression. So I think there is also optimism. I think one thing the pandemic has little bit laid bare the poor public health infrastructure in not all the countries. Of course, the region itself is so diverse, right? We have countries like Singapore, then we have countries like India and Bangladesh. So I think, but one overall trend is the public health infrastructure and the need to really invest in that. Two, three other things which I think have stood out is the whole issue of employment. Also because many people in this region are young people, and they have been pushed back in terms of their ability to gain employment, to finish education. I think another issue is overall the challenges of social protection. As we saw even during the pandemic, the response of most countries was to increase social protection, and this has to continue in a much bigger way if we are going to really recover and build back better. I think ESCAP has a very critical role. I think the positioning of ESCAP is one that allows it both leverage as well as access, and I think that's really what we need to build on. I think countries are struggling. There are pushes towards austerity. There are different sorts of civil society restrictions in different countries. So I think ESCAP really reaching out to a broad slew of organizations in civil society, particularly in those countries where the national governments are perhaps not supporting civil society as much. I think there a role of ESCAP as more of a regional body can be very important. So I think it's really an opportunity for us to re-look at our own, the way the governance has been happening, the way public expenditures has reduced, austerity has increased. Where are we really, looking at tax breaks? Is it for the right reasons? So I think really re-looking both the macroeconomic perspective as well, and linking that with the entire the socio-cultural development also that's going on. I think really making that link and making sure that our macroeconomic policies are not pushing countries and people further into precarity. I think that's very important. There's a lot of migration also happens that within these regions. So really looking at that in that holistic way, I think that's an opportunity.